I'm going to go ahead and stop my stream. That way I can hear
Oh,
just
wait,
you.
hold on. That was older one. That it wasn't supposed to
Oh,
be.
I got 4 viewers. Hey, well, they're gone now.
Hold
It's
on.
down to one. It's down to one again.
Yeah, I need to turn that off. It looked like I was streaming, but I was capturing the wrong stream because I want to capture the new current live stream. There we go. There we go. Now I'm not so backed up, so it should show me if anybody's chatting. So if you want to say something, please say hi if you come in. I will periodically click over to the stream manager just to see how many people are in the room listening. Once again, we are trying to get to affiliate level here, which means I need another 33 followers, and I need an average of 3 viewers over all of my broadcast time. So last I checked, I was at 1.6 viewers, so I really need a good inflation of viewers. I know this is kind of late, so it's not necessarily going to happen today, but if you've got a few friends hanging around like massive multiplayer online role-playing games, especially if they're old aficionados of EverQuest and Guild Wars, I think that they'll find a lot to appeal to them in Fractured. It's only an alpha, so it's not even close to done yet, but they're isometric massive multiplayer online role playing game. It's not a quest driven game, so it's not like WoW or later EverQuest or League of Legends and some of those games, but it's a little bit more like how EverQuest was when it first started, but it's got its own feel and everything too. It's very much a sandbox isometric game where you can go in, you can fight and explore, and you can solo just fine, or you can group up and you can play player versus everybody or player versus player. Both are acceptable. If you want, you can also go in and just be a solo guy that doesn't get into interplayer fights. Doesn't turn on the PvP action at all, but likes to do things like build their own town or build their own homestead. And this is the kind of game for people like that who like to have options. Like I know when I used to play EverQuest, I used to spend hours um, just trying to what you call it craft. I would craft for hours and not worry about it, and that was one of the funs of EverQuest. And then they quickly nerfed a lot of the fun of just being a crafter. And so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and log in as my Cormair character first. He's my gladiator, so my melee class character, but he's the one that has built a house. I need to log in real quick with this one and take a couple of screenshots of my house for a contest to possibly win further alpha access for this next alpha test, because I haven't upgraded to that full alpha access yet. And I am trying to compete to be in the top tier for people who have developed their own houses. There's one of 5 categories that you could have won, or you could win a alpha key. You could win a permanent alpha key if you're the number 1 in each of the 5 categories. But if you're in the top tier, the runners-up get an alpha key to the next alpha test, which would be alpha test 3. And they've got one for the highest military ranking. That's for the people that are into PvP. Best game footage. That's where you actually take clips of your play and then you send those video clips in. If you get a really good shot of like you fighting a really great massive like giant spiders or something, you think it's epic, you can send it in and that might win. Best or most creative character build. They want to see you build. They want to see also its potential to grow in the future. You can get the most knowledge acquired because each time you kill a monster, you get some knowledge points, and you can kill them up to like when you know 100% of that monster. And most monsters give you like 5% per kill, so you got to kill at least 20 of them to get through 100% of that particular monster. And that's each subset. So like young wolves is you can go 100%, and then regular wolves 100%, then dire wolves is 100%, then wargs are 100%. You know, you don't have to. Yeah, I mean, you do have to do each individual one, and there is a possibility of all the current monsters getting to 100%. So, if multiple people get 100% knowledge, then they will, of course, be competing for that top spot. And then finally, the last one is coolest land parcel, and that's the one I think I might have even a chance at. So, I want to log in real quick to Cormier's parcel. It can sometimes take as many as 3 times to get in, just because of server load and everything else. They did fix most of the errors they were having on Friday, though, so that's good. I've built. I think I'm using like the biggest floor plan for one of their houses, so I could fit the most stuff in it. And I've got at least one of each crafting station in or around my house. And then I've also got a bed and a table bench combination for decoration. So I think that makes for a pretty good little showing, and I'm hoping that that's good enough. I mean, I could always go in for a little bit more decor. I could put some individual benches out there. I think I've got 2 tanning baths for tanning leather instead of just one. That was partly utility because I made my guild have access. As you see, my connection was lost. I didn't get in the first time, which I fully anticipated. I've tried with a few different characters. Now, one of the things is this is the second alpha test for this game, and they are pretty much wiping you between tests. So even though I'm going to get this character up as high as I am going to get him today and maybe some playtime tomorrow, but not during the scheduled show. So I still say this is one of our last shots here. Even though I'll be playing whatever I'm done, by the time it shuts down on Wednesday, and the music started up, so it's going to make it a little bit louder. But by the time it started up on Wednesday, where they're getting ready to close out, everything that I've made it as progress for my characters is pretty much going to be gone. So I want to get as good as I can, but I do realize that I'm going to be dealing with stuff that's all going to change. So I'm going to take a screenshot here. Capture. This is take a screenshot. Okay. And then I'm going to go inside and take another screenshot where you can see most of my things. So let's get right about the middle of the house and take another screenshot, which is that. Alt and I think it was print screen. So another screen save. And then as you can see, I've got some great furnishings here. I'm going to come over here, make sure you can see, outside a little bit, and alt print screen again. And then I want to come outside. There. Hold on. I wish I could pan my camera around. I have the actual the back wall of my house showing the road so that it doesn't interrupt everything. And there's another print screen. So I got my print screens in. Now, just to try to, I mean, I've got a fence here. Another fencing piece would not fit right there. So this is just basically a little yard. And I even thought about moving one of my things, like my mill grinder right here over there, to give it a purpose, or to put up another skinning tree, which is this over here, leather skinning tool area. These are my baths that hold my leather. As you can see, there's some leather waiting in that one, but I didn't put it in there. One of my guildmates does, so I can't take it out. Now this one has my stuff in it, and it's still working, I'm sure. Yeah, everything's still working, because it takes about 15 hours for the leather treatment to actually cure, which is another different thing for a lot of MMOs. You don't find them doing like crafting stations that take that long to finish most of the time. There's a few exceptions. A lot of like magical research can sometimes do that. The bed is just decorative. The table's just decorative. I've got a fireplace here, which is essential for sleeping, because you have to rest at a fireplace or a campfire in order to rememorize your spells, to heal everything, get your red bar back up. There's my weaving station over here. I have an enchanting station right here, and I have a workbench here, and I have a couple of storage chests. I'm thinking about maybe putting one more storage chest right here, but I don't think I've really got the time to do it this time around. So if I don't win, maybe that's why. I wish they could let me like maybe organize, put a bear pelt rug down, something else for purely for decorations would help too, but they don't seem to want to help to do that. Now I'm going to actually log out of Cormier. I only came in mainly to get the screenshots for Cormier because I need those for the contest. But I've been playing Jaden, who's one of my arcanists, with my longtime friend, practically my sister, Erica, Stormbug. And we've been playing since I got her kind of into it by watching my stream. And she plays the Gladiator, so I'm playing the Arcanist, which is my preferred class anyway. I like magic. And I'm trying to finish out a quest that I'm on by myself. I tried to do a quick run earlier when I didn't realize they'd expanded the game for another couple of days. I'm trying to get to a place in the game that I've never been able to get all the way to, and it's really the last kind of intro quest. I'm all the way here. The closest I ever got before was here, but I'm now here because I went another way around. I'm going to come in because I'm trying to get over here to Vale of Shadows, which is the last of my quest marks. You see there's a green star there. That means it's a quest area that your current quest is aiming at. And I do know, though, from seeing other people stream in this area and from having gotten to about that far, that there's a bunch of undead and giant spiders in this area. So I'm kind of looking forward and dreading both, a little bit of each, fighting those. So I'm going to come around and see what I can do. So let's get out of the map and let's kind of mentally and physically prepare ourselves as we head along. Now, for those who haven't played before, haven't watched me play, I do try to keep 20 stone and 20 branches on me at all times, because it takes 10 stone and a minimum of 5, but up to 10 branches to make a campfire, and that's how you reset things when you're not at home. And so you really want that, because if your bread bar gets below like half, you're in danger of dying to the point where you lose your corpse and get respawned either back at your house or at the last city you visited if you don't have a house. Or you don't have a house permissions from somebody else. Like I made my sister co-owner of my house. So those are important to keep. And you always want to keep food, because you will go hungry. You see that bar as it gets more and more black in this bottom hemisphere. That's when you need more and more food. And so I keep some food around, and most of these will kind of like, right now I'm probably could use some bread. That's enough to almost get me full. A bear meat or rabbit meat will give me like 50% satiated, so I didn't need anything quite that big of a meal. And then up here is just energy, and the only way you get this like stamina energy bar back is from not doing a whole bunch of heavy labor. This gets used up when you do a lot of like constant running, or like when I was building my house, I was constantly pulling a wagon full of heavier materials because the big stones and the logs that you get for building houses, you can only carry them one at a time without a wagon. And so there is a way to build yourself a wagon, and then you can carry up to 12 of each. Well, 12 of one, 12 of the other, any mixture of 12 by pulling the wagon, because you don't. Right now, I don't have any kind of a horse or a donkey or anything to pull the wagon, so it's just me pulling it. But I found that while I was pulling it, I was burning through that quite a bit, and you start to slow down a little bit when you get to about there. And so that's when another time when you best to rest, because that's about the only way to get that back. Up here is just some stuff that I've looted off of spiders and stags, because I'm still trying to get more knowledge into my journal. See, that's the unique thing about this game. You're not leveling up, you're gaining knowledge points, which they mark in your journal up here. It's your knowledge points, and it's for completing each monster. Like, as you see, there's a percentage next to each one, and once the percentage gets to 100%, you've completed as much as you can possibly learn from killing that creature in the wild. And as I go and I get these filled up, some of them will have something associated with it as a talent or skill that will unlock, and then you'll see these question marks at the bottom. See, I've just started killing giant spiders. I've only killed 3 of them. Once I get to a certain point, and that may not be 100%, at like 50%, one of these or 2 of these might be open, and the last one might open on the 100%, or it might be 30%, 60%, 100%, or something like that. It doesn't tell me where the breakdown is. But these will open up, and then I have the opportunity to buy them with knowledge points. Doesn't mean I have to. I can save up my knowledge points for something else. Like, for instance, I'm an arcanist by archetype. That means I prefer to use spells. Well, spells will only work if you're in light armor or no armor, so it won't mix and match real well. On the other hand, melee attack powers will only work if you're wielding a melee attack weapon. It will not work with a mage staff, which is considered a mage class weapon, and only some of them will work with a ranged weapon like a bow. But some will gray out. So it's a combination of things that you look at when you're building your archetype, because you start with the 2 main archetypes, the arcanist and the gladiator, which is basically just broken down to straight combatant and magical combatant. And then you can specialize and try to blend the 2 as best you can. I will constantly check the map to see where my progress is, because I don't like to just judge by this round map here. It doesn't give me a lot of information. But I don't want to be in the map too long either, because that's when creatures kind of sneak up on you and try to kill you. And I like to be zoomed all the way out, but you can zoom in for your character. Now, I do not see anybody chatting, but let's double check. We do have 2 visitors in the room, so if you'd like to say hello, I would definitely be welcome, so I know who's watching. My sister Erica should be on. She knows I was going to come on. It's 10 o'clock my time. I'm on the Eastern time zone, but she's over in California, in Los Angeles area, and so it's only about 8 o'clock her time. And I told her I'd be on at this time, but I also told her that I would be streaming for at least 2 hours, till midnight my time. And it's not always easy, because we would talk on voice chat using Discord, but I can't really do voice chat there and transmit to you guys at the same time. See, like, she just said boo in channel, so she is here. Now, somebody is up ahead. I'm not quite sure what it is. Is it a bear? Is it a bear? It is a bear. I can kill that bear. And he knocked me out. Wasn't paying full attention and wasn't hitting my buttons. I think when I was hitting my buttons, I had been stunned by his hits, and that'll happen. But that's okay. Because I had a full red bar, this is not going to kill me yet. He's still down, but he's going to heal a little bit while I heal a little bit. So I'm still going to have to work to kill him, but I should be able to kill him next time. And a lot of times I can kill a bear without worrying. Thought I heard somebody else. But you know, I'm back up, and now I can. He got me again. Unfortunately, this can happen 2 or 3 times. I think I'd been talking too much and hadn't really noticed I was up for a second, so I didn't heal myself immediately before attacking him, which threw me off a little bit. But excuses are excuses. Everybody has one. Most of them stink, just like other things everybody has. We're not going to talk about. But I'm going to stand up here again in a second. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Now I heal myself immediately, and then send my magic at him. And then send more magic at him. More magic at him. And there he goes. Now he's dead. Now I heal myself. If you notice, I had bandages in my inventory. That's what they're there for. I'm going to look at him. He's got nothing on him that I want right now to waste my inventory. Say waste because right now there's no merchant or anything to buy stuff. There is some crafting, and I've done some of it. Somebody's even built a little leather crafting thing right here in the wild. That's kind of wild in and of itself. But I've done most of my crafting at my house or in town. There's really nothing I can craft for now. I could, if anything looked like it was going to be a good reagent for enchanting, I might pick it up to try in my enchanting table, because that is one of the ones I'm still kind of learning combinations for. But I have enchanted some of my stuff a little bit. Main thing I'm trying to pick up now is, like I said, antlers from the stag. I'm trying to kill enough stags just to get their knowledge unlock. Stags and deer, they're harder, especially for the gladiator types, because they really don't like to get close and stay still, so you can hit them a lot. But oh, is that a deer there? Yep, I can get him there. So I can look at him. He's got antlers, just like I said I want. Otherwise, I'm just trying to kill enough deer. But that's about the only thing I want, unless something comes up with beast blood. I do want some beast blood. But I really don't even check the smaller deer most of the time, because they don't seem to have it. Everything else is stuff I've gotten before. He's going to come back and forth a dozen times. So he's going to run in there again, and I'll probably be able to capture him there. And he's dead. See, I've completed the knowledge on the deer, which is the first time I've completed a knowledge on any of these just game animals that don't attack. I don't know if he doesn't have any unlocks, but I've got 100% of the knowledge from him, so I've got all of the knowledge points available, which is still nice. I still have to do the stag, though. Stag is considered different from the deer. And if I remember, let me see. How much do I have left on the stag? It should be a lot higher. Yeah, I still have 55% to go on the stag. So I still have to kill about, I would say, 11-ish stags. I'm at about half, or just over half on my health. So what I'm going to go ahead and do before I cross this riverway is put out a campfire. It's a little preemptive, I know, but I'm going to do it anyway because, see, it's stone logs. Okay. Then I'm going to rest to get my red back, just in case. You don't want to go in weak, because some of these things will kill you in 1 or 2 hits, and it's so quick you can't even run away or anything. And so I don't want to be sent all the way back to my home naked and all my good stuff left here. I'm in one of the best positions I've been in a while. Now that does leave me a little lacking in stone. I need another 10 stone to have my backup and 5 more branches. It only used 5 that time, so I'm okay basically, but it would be nice to have the backup just in case. Let's double check our thing now. Okay, we're almost to where we need to head back the other way, more northerly, to get into the see, there's a bunny rabbit. Where'd the bunny rabbit go? Ooh, what's that? That was honey nail. Yeah, little cottontail here. He's fast. No, I have no idea which way he went. Oh well. I'm not that worried about the bunny right now. It'd be nice to finish up bunnies too, but I think I'm quite a bit of ways on this character for rabbits. Yeah, I've only got 5. I've only killed 1 rabbit with this guy. So my other arcanist has killed more rabbits, and he's more likely to finish out rabbits before it's all done with. I'm not as worried. I was just mainly really worried about getting the deer and the stag. I would like to get the foxes too, but I'm only a little bit better on foxes than I'm on rabbits. It's also because of how common they are. In this particular area that I've been running through lately, like the deer and stags are relatively common. So I just had to wait, and they like to move in a bit of a pattern, so I'm waiting for the Big Daddy to come back, because I don't think I killed him. I didn't think I killed him. I'm not used to him not coming back, though. And I didn't get a knowledge alert that it killed him, so I don't know. Oh well. I've maxed out deer, so it's not worth it to go after just those deer. I really just want to go after stags now for that. Oh, I'm passing right by some stones, though. Now, you do have to worry, though, because the stones are on the heavy side. You know, and that's one of the things you have to consider. Now, with trees, you have 2 options. You can pick up loose branches, like I'm doing now, for like my campfires, or you can chop them down with a hatchet, which I don't have on me right now, in order to get the logs for the house building. I'm not worried about house building right now, so I'm not doing that. Let's see. I am legend. What happened there? Asking if she got a legendary account. She just said I am legend. Could have been something more facetious though. Like just joking it. Well, she's a legendary individual. Speaking of her personality, which is true. I said I grew up with her a lot of my formative years. I thought I saw some stones over here too. There's one. Main thing I'm worried about stones is, like I said, I want to have my campfire backup available. And I'm at 14. So 6 more stones and I'll feel comfortable. But I am back up to plenty of wood. I don't like to carry the extra because of the weight. Because I'm already at 66%. I can't. She did. She got the legendary. Nice. I guess she figured since she only had a couple days to play, there was pretty much next to no chance that she'd win one of the contests to get a free one. So she went ahead and upgraded to the legendary pack, which means she has alpha access, which is pretty awesome on her. And I want to get a legendary pack, and I'm very, very much contemplating it. I just have not, as of yet, done it because I'm waiting to see if I, among other things, win the contest. Because if I win the contest, I can wait. I'll still probably get a legendary pack, but why get it when I don't need it? Somebody's been killing deer. See, now I want to get up that way, so I really want to go kind of northerly. So let's go into the north little bits and bobs. Now, I do know that there's zombies. And I can kite them a little bit. Now, gold is the main thing I'm after for zombies, but some of this plague remains could be good too, because that might be good in my enchanting thing. So I'm going to loot both of those. I'm just added zombies to my quest log under undead, so I'm 7%. So it looks like I'm getting 3 to 4% for zombies each time I kill them. And just to look, I've got 69%. So I've got plenty of room. I've already made 11 gold out of this. That's not too bad. Now, there were a couple more zombies in the area, so I like the fact that only a couple of them went after me. There we go. You can kind of kite zombies better than other creatures because they're so slow and lumbering. But that is until you get to a massive amount of them, or when a bear comes up while you're in the middle of fighting them. Like that. I tried to hit my health keys and it didn't do nothing for me. Let's see. What did she have to say real quick? Yep. Okay. Those bears will get me, boy. And another zombie is coming into the area just as the bear is about to be back against me again. Bye-bye, bear. Just in case, yeah. Let's get going now. Look for the zombies. But we only want to do like 1 or 2 zombies at a time. Ooh, we got zombie brains too. Yeah, in a way, zombies are some of these. You also got to worry though, because I understand there's ghouls and skeletons over here, which are not as easy to defeat. So we got to watch it in case they come running. See, I'm losing the. Well, I lost a little bit because of that bear knocked me down the one time too. I can't forget that. See, there's another zombie. Going through my mana a little bit quicker than normal too. Normally my blue bar never goes down. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a couple of spare stones. Oh wow, he just spawned right there in front of me. Did you see that? Give me a little bit of space. And another bear spawned too. I'm going to need to run. Hopefully get out of their threat ranges. There we go. And I'm going to campfire it right here. Now this is where I'm in a little bit of danger because now I don't have enough to make another campfire right now. So got to be real cautious until I grab enough stone. Go and grab a soda pop. To keep me going tonight. Every time you rest, they do give you a chance to rememorize your skills and spell selections for your hotkeys, but you don't have to do it. You can just leave it to what you've got them set on. That's the only time you can make those changes, so that's why it's important there. But as you can see now, as I said before, my satchel is down to just 5 stone and 15 branches. I'm okay with branches, but I do need the stone. So, kill it just to kill it. Okay, get back up here. There's another bear up here. We know this. Let's see. These are tougher than normal. I don't know. While I'm close to the fire, I'm going to go ahead and use it again. I'm only down by a little bit, but I might as well take advantage of it. Being right here and all. I usually try to make one near kind of where I'm hunting anyway. Quick chance to check, see, we only got one viewer, that's probably Erica. But if not, please feel free to say hello so I can see who all's interested in my stream. I do want to hear from you, see if there's anything specific people want to hear or see. I mean, I'm not going to go out and just buy every game imaginable. I'm actually on a really fixed income as a disabled person. But I do have Final Fantasy X and X-2. I have Final Fantasy X and X-2. I've got Dark Cloud 1 and 2 that I can play. I've also, I mean, I don't know if it's worth streaming, but I've got Pac-Man 256. I've got Dig Dug. I've got Galaga. So I've got some really nostalgic games. Yeah, so I've got some other nostalgia games. Didn't want to talk while I was trying to beat him up because I get distracted too easily and then he beats me up. And, oh god, 2 bears. Here we go. And they have a stunning attack, I think, that... Two bears at once, not fair. Quickest way back is this. They'll heal me without using up any resources. The stone right there. There's a stone right there. 2 bears at once, a little bit hard. How am I doing on stones now? I'm at 9. One more stone at least so I can make another fire. Let's just kill them. Yep, nothing good in that bear, but he fell and the other one finally ran out. I think there's another bear around here too, so... Yep, there he is. Come on. Come on, I don't know why I'm hesitating here. Trying to chase after the bear. Where did he go? There we go. Bye bye, bear. Not another bear. Hot and cold bear, hot and cold bear. Dang it. Brutal. I think I gotta run back to my campfire. I'm not gonna bother to make a new campfire this close to one I already got. I'm just gonna run back. Seems like a lot of running back. But this is what they call in classic MMO grinding. Technically, you're safe for the first couple seconds after you get up sometimes. Anyway. But feel that caffeine enter the veins. Still only one viewer right now. Still only 17 followers. But that's not bad. I mean, I haven't even been streaming the entire quarantine. It's only been to like see the last week in April. I started doing a little bit of streaming. I just barely started though. Did I ever clear that body? Oh, there's the bear again. Let's see. Move out of the way a little bit so you don't end up overlapping. Already, just from this little bit of grinding, I've made 84 gold. So I'm actually doing not too bad as far as that goes. Let's go ahead and hit my fire again. Just since I've got a little bit of red on me, doesn't take but a second. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of people watching right now anyway. I am not quite making my goal though, which was to get to Veil of Shadows, so I need to kind of step that up a little bit. That's why that one hasn't disappeared, is because Let's see, take another sip. My mana regenerate real quick. So I'm using a lot faster than I normally do. Perfect. This rate I can buy another house. Pretty soon anyway. Now you see webbing on the ground. That means spiders are somewhere nearby too. So you gotta watch out. Because when spiders start coming into play, nobody's having fun. Okay, looks like we're at 14 stones. Little bit safer now to go further. But I do want to keep my eyes and ears open. There's more zombies. Not enough mana. Oh. Here we go. They were awful close together. As you can see, even without dying, my red is going down a little bit because I'm using up a bit of my energy. Also, looks like probably a good stopping point to eat a little rabbit and maybe some bread. Like a rabbit sandwich. Okay, another zombie's on his way. see. Where am I on the map? See, I'm barely making any progress to where I'm going. Oh, there's a couple of zombies. Let's get him. See, now I'm not quite up to my 20 and 20 of rocks and stuff, so I'm not quite ready to make another fire. Let's see. What was I at for rocks? Yeah, I'm at 15. Let's see. Still need 5 more before I'm comfortable making another fire unless I absolutely have to. Of course, I'm also getting into spider territory. I know there's some spiders around here. I've seen enough. You see, there's see, that was a nice one. I learned Poison Strike, which isn't really important to me. Actually, I've got enough of the spider silk and spider eyes. Well, keep the spider eyes, because I think that's usable. I don't need those. No, I want to keep those mushrooms because they are a reagent. So we're good. Those mushrooms I think I picked up thinking they were a stone. Oh, didn't even realize how low down I was. Oh, and I am getting to where I'm going to need a fire. Let's go ahead and do the fire. I know I'm risking a bit by doing it here, but I need something close. And I'm at less than half red, and I don't like to travel anywhere with less than half red. What I'll probably do is hang close around here till I can get the 4 or 5 more stones I need before trying to go forward. I know there's a spider lich somewhere near here that can be pretty bad to deal with. There's another zombie. Ooh, we're looking at spiders over there too. So let's go loot this corpse. Let's go look at that Black Widow giant spider over here. And Black Widow. All it's got is an eye. Here we go. That was... I'm getting a slower response from my mouse. Or is it just... I look like I completed a zombie in my knowledge base. Nothing there. And I'm at 20% for giant spider, which I think gave me poison strike, which is, I believe, a melee and ranged weapon. So not something I want, especially since I think you have to buy the or make the poison yourself. Okay. Let's see. Haven't made much progress. So much for a quick run. I thought I could do in an hour earlier. So much for the hubris, huh? Still think my mouse is responding slower than normal. Might be the batteries might be getting low. Oh, something's there attacking me. Would be just as I'm doing my leave me alone. Oh, then now the big spider's here just as I'm... There we go. Never stop to fix your mouse when... Need to change my mouse battery, probably. I am using a wireless mouse. See, I'm getting normal response time for my touchpad. Just mouse seems to be... There we go. There we go. You go bye-bye. And... Oh, more webbing. That means another spider's coming. Let's see here. That's... And I'm dying again. Because, one, this webbing makes it dang hard to see. And two, this damn loot thing wants me to loot while I'm fighting. I need to suspend looting while fighting. Although I should, on the positive side, clear up Black Widows pretty quick. Let's look at Black Widows. 5% for Black Widows there. I don't know if those are Black Widows. I don't think those are Black Widows, though. I see you sneaking up there. How much have I made in gold while I've been sitting here? 180 something gold already. Doing really good on gold. Still have yet to make any progress on getting some more stones, though. Move a little bit so that there's another stone. What am I looking at? Stones now. Need 2 more stones. I actually need some tree branches too. Still nobody talking in the room. Let's do a quick check. Nobody new in the room. Okay. Don't want to spend too much time checking because, for obvious reasons. What the hell is that? Brain something. Oh, brain mushrooms probably. Ooh, that's a skeleton. They're tougher than zombies and faster. Not tougher, I guess. I'd heard they were tougher. Oh, and they're the ones that have that bone thing. Okay. Where am I at? In the map. Still not a lot of progress. Go up a little bit. Because I thought I saw movement up here. Oh. Oh, there's a big one. Skeletal warrior. Okay, they're tougher, I guess, than the normal skellies. Now, where's that little fox looking dude? Yep, it's a fox. I don't need its carcass though. Hate to waste, but this is a video game, so. Speaking of waste, let's eat something. Let's put that down here with the other branches, just so that I know. Still need some stone. Skeletons are interesting. I know I'm getting a little bit far away from my fire, so I really need to find those other stones just in case, or be really prepared to do some running. Uh-oh. Oh no, we got a skeletal mage. Remember I talked about I need to be careful? That's a lot of skeletons at once. Need to prep for running. Uh-oh. Not looking good for the home team over here. That freaking hold person spell, whatever it is, he's kicking my butt. Inspired. Somebody has inspired me. Can you inspire me to get a campfire? I still need, looks like 2 stones to get a campfire going. The fuck is that? Oh, that's just... Okay, that I can beat. Yes. What did I come across new? Skeletons, skeleton warriors. Okay. Little baby steps. Little baby steps. Too many at once. Where did my fire go? There it is. the masses. There are no masses. I said, if you're really a fan of like Guild Wars or Guild Wars 2 especially, or EverQuest, the old classic EverQuest before Planes of Power came out, then this is definitely a game that would appeal to you. Whoa, that was quick. Wasn't even paying attention. There was only one of them after all. I mean, there were the other ones like right there, but ooh, there's a stone. Skeletal Knight. shoot. What was it? 385 gold? Nice. My gold standard is pretty high, but I'm back down to having like no stones, hardly. Just barely enough branches. I need about 3 more branches, so. I can keep those extras for now, just because I'm making fires a lot faster than I normally would. These skeletons, I hope they don't respawn too quickly, because my only real chance here is to wear them down a little bit. I need to be able to see my battleground. There we go. That one wasn't so bad. But 1 is never bad. Serious need of stone, people. And I'm seeing too many cobwebs. And I'm getting away from my fire because I need to make some progress. But sure would be nice if there was some stones around here. That looks like a ghoul of some kind. Whatever it is, it's tough. Didn't help that another skeleton jumped in the battle. Didn't even hurt it very much. See, I want to beat him up, but I got Frenzy as a new ability. Under skeletons, which there's more coming. We'll look at that frenzy ability. I think that's a melee ability. Melee range, yep. Not something I want. How am I looking on stone? 4. Not fortuitous. Usually around these stones, there's other stones. There's a stone. There's a stone. Stones are often few and far between around here. There's a stone. Still about 3 short of a stack. Ooh, there's stone down there. That's a stone. Ten stones. Oh, I'm weighted down. What do I want to get rid of? Ooh, a stone. What time is it? It's 12:02. I haven't made it there yet. Need to screenshot where I'm at. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and log out for a bit now because I'm going to go do some traveling with Erica. So check out my channel here. Nobody else viewing right now. Looks like she's killing goblins. So I assume she's over in the Goblin Hills. I'm going to go ahead and come off for now. I'll talk to everybody later. I hope that they had a good time. And definitely check out Fractured when it comes out as a new game, or try to get in on one of the later beta testing, alpha testing open weekends when they found out. If you keep it tuned here regularly, whenever I hear about one, and I will because I was a Kickstarter backer, I will let you know. I do apologize to those people that I confused. I was confusing myself when I said that the weekend originally ended yesterday. I was thinking yesterday was the first. Today was the first. It's now tomorrow here. But and we're actually getting extended 2 days because of difficulties. But I was thinking we were all done yesterday anyway. And today would have been the day we were done. Although it would have been done about 10 a.m. in the morning. So it's not like I would have got a chance to come back in. But some of you guys might have. So I do apologize if I confused a few people. Thank you for joining our game viewing, and come on back. Also check me back on Wednesday. I will probably be doing the Final Fantasy X some playthrough time, at least a couple hours of that, depending on how I feel. I do have dialysis on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings, so that means sometimes by the time it comes down to 10 o'clock at night, I am a little exhausted. So if I don't get any feedback in the first half hour to 45 minutes on the channel, I may or may not get too tired to play, and then I'll go ahead and call it early. But I do try to go from 10 to midnight Central Standard Time on Mondays and Wednesdays. Now on Tuesdays from 6 to 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, that's PM, I do the role-playing game college, the RPG college, where I talk anything and everything tabletop role-playing games, including such tools as Roll20, the virtual tabletop people are using to do a lot of their online gaming. And I'll talk not just Dungeons & Dragons. I mean, if you have questions about various games, whether I've played it or not, I can still give you conceptual advice on how to make characters, how to run a game as a dungeon master, how to handle troublesome players, how to do all the various things. In my 42 years of gaming, started in 1978, I have picked a trick or two up from all the other various people, wonderful DMs that I've played with, people like Keith Baker. I've talked to, didn't get a chance to play with Satine Phoenix, but again, wonderful person to learn from. I learn just like you watching these videos as well as in person, and I've gamed with a whole lot of people. I've played with Jolly Blackburn, of who writes Knights of the Dinner Table and works for Kinzer and Company, where he runs Kinzer Co. So I've played Hackmaster with him. These are the kinds of things that you can really learn from. All the different types of DMs out there. I've played every kind of system imaginable. In the 80s especially, we were playing everything. So come on back if you want to learn anything about tabletop role-playing games, especially my specialties, which are building encounters, world building, and creative NPCs. And then, of course, building encounters, the ultimate building the better boss encounter. So you definitely want to come back for those kind of things. I usually run Tuesdays as an open forum, so I don't generally have a set topic. But if you come on in, and I do have a set topic, that doesn't mean that you can't ask a few questions off topic or jump on in on the topics discussion. I'm also looking to eventually get a scheduled DM roundtable like I do at a lot of conventions, where I get a few guest DMs coming in to talk, not just me, and I might even find a way to stream them into my stream so that we can all talk to you online. I'll see what I can do about that. I'm hoping that maybe I can Zoom them and then just share the Zoom client on my Twitch channel. That seems to me the easiest possible way to do it, and get 3 or 4 members of a Zoom community DM chat going on. Now, I do have, you can't see it, but I'm wearing a special commemorative Dig Dug shirt that was produced by Polarities. I'm going to move the camera down so maybe you can see it. So, let's see. Polarities, which is out of Springfield, is Chris Stewart's company. He's one of our members of the board of directors of Game. He also is a co-owner of 1984. But he has Polarities. He creates all the shirts for the Gaming Arts Media Entertainment Expo. And this is one of his shirts that he had up for a contest with T Fury to see if it was, and I don't know if it ever won or not. I didn't get the results. But this is his celebration of Dig Dug. Of course, he runs a 1984 arcade, so things like Dig Dug are pretty close and near and dear to his heart. But he does, I have a Galaxy shirt with little dice as the planets. He's got a lot of great shirts like that, and of course the convention-themed shirts themselves, which he designs with John McDonald, who's one of his co-owners over at 1984 and has been vice chair of Game for the past 11 years. So definitely check that out. I will, if I'm wearing an interesting t-shirt, try to let you know where it came from. I have no sponsors to my Twitch, although if I wanted to count anybody as sponsors, they're not sponsoring me, but they're definitely encouraging me. It would be my friends over at Metagames here in Springfield, where when the COVID is completely past and we are back, that's where I game regularly, 4 to 5 nights a week. So you can find me there quite often, especially Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday seems to be my really big days to usually be over there. And then Saturday, in fact, every other Saturday I have 2 games. I have a morning game and an evening game. Well, morning to me is noon, and then the evening is 5 o'clock. My 5 o'clock game is every other week. My noon game is every week. We're currently playing on Roll20, but it's a side quest. They've got different characters just to keep them going. But if you come over there, you can see me there. So they're kind of like a sponsor without being a sponsor. They're just like an encouraging person that I like to give a shout out. Nobody pays me for any of this. I do have a Patreon. If you do want to support the channel, go to patreon.com/gamersoos, just like the title of this Twitch, and you can get a level 1 tier membership for $5 a month. That will get you exclusive content information like I am a writer, and if I come out with chapters in my book, they're first going to be available to the top VIP tier, the $10 a month subscribers will get to see the chapter first. And then when the next chapter of a individual project comes out,
I will filter it down. So that first chapter will go down to the tier 1 people, and the next chapter will come out for the higher tier, the tier 2 people, and so on. But I could have several projects going, so that means that you could have a lot of extra content depending. Right now I do have just the prologue for my current book project. However, I do accept commissions and things like that on my Patreon. I am completely, a one-man or operation. I'm on disability, so I don't do anything else but play games, sing karaoke, and stream Twitch to you lovely individuals, and spend time with my family. And that's about it. But if you do want to support me and see me do more, maybe encourage me to get that book out and not just let it die at a prologue. Because one of my problems, like a lot of writers, is I'll get an idea and I'll be great, and then another idea will intrude and I'll never go back to the old one. But if I got people giving me feedback on some of these chapters, it'll keep me motivated to move and keep going. And especially if I get somebody chomping at the bit to get to the end of a story, that would be great, because that will help motivate me to get those next stories done. I know I'm rambling quite a lot here, but all that is available to you through my Patreon. Also, make sure to support local Twitch streamers, as well as your national and international Twitch streamers, of course. But you want to support Twitch streamers of the small business variety. People like we have a small Twitch nerdcast put on by Philip Landergren and his friend Angel. Their name of their Twitch channel escapes me right now, but I will have it for you for the next time I do one of these rambling diatribes. But they do all things nerdy, but they especially like to stream console video games for you. And you can definitely go on to their channel and see that. And I will sometimes have a segment on their channel where I help tell people about new or even classic board and card games. Give you reviews and the play recommendations for those, because they don't really handle those directly as much. You will sometimes get that segment done by other people, not just me. Another person that has a channel out there that does a lot of specifically board and card games and oddball role-playing game coverage is Greg Pullman. I'm not sure what he has named his channel, but I'll have that for you next time too. But you will find them in my friends list as I get them all added in, so that you can get referred to, and I will put them on my hosting list so that when I log off, if they're on, we'll redirect you over to them. Right now my hosting list has got some of your all-time favorites: Penny Arcade, Critical Role, D&D Beyond, and so these are some of the places that will redirect you to if they're up when I log out. I do see one more person has logged in. I don't know when they got here, but I am about to log out. But please say hi, like, follow, everything you can to try to help support the channel. Go to the Patreon. Check out my YouTube channel, which is basically, go to YouTube, search Gamer Seuss, just like the name here, or you can follow the long link that comes through that scrolling banner at the bottom of my stream. It's kind of long for that. It's one of those weird redirect links for YouTube, but that'll take you to my video stream. I do try to get the videos from here up within a week to 10 days of them being broadcast here. I'm maybe a little behind on some of them. I haven't, because I've been trying to work so hard to get this really situated now. I just started with a new streaming broadcast program called XSplit Broadcaster. I think it's looking pretty good, because you get to see my ugly mug. I got a little banner for my RPG College, and I've got my schedule there, and then I've got the main stream there, nice, splitting up the screen. If I want to, I can give you a be right back screen. I can put a splash screen up based on what I'm doing. So I think it's really professional looking. It's the same broadcaster that Felicia Day uses, and that's where I got it from watching her channel. So anyway, I've rambled on for like probably 10 minutes past when I said I was going to get out of here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope somebody got some enjoyment out of this. I know I did. I had a lot of fun playing, whether people watch me or not. But I can usually talk your ears off. Also, check out my buddy Dud the Bomb. He does some live streaming of, I think it's video game content like sports games and stuff, I believe. Not sure. I haven't checked him out yet, but he is one of my regular gamers in my Monday game. He's a player in my game, and you should definitely check his site out. He's a student here in Springfield, and so every starving student needs to have a Twitch channel, right? So go check him out and see what's going on. I've got 17 followers. I need 50, so keep that in mind. Bring your friends. I have an average of 1.6 viewers on my site currently for Twitch when I'm live streaming. I need an average of 3 in order to reach affiliates. So also keep that in mind. Go to fracturedmmo.com. And if they ask you who referred you, who sent you over, make sure you tell them it was me, Gamer Seuss, so that I can get that referral. It doesn't do a whole much, it just gives me like credits for leveling as a member of their foundation, I guess. It's not like a monetary reward or anything, but I like to get that credit there, and I like to see this new upcoming MMO get as much impact as possible. I wanted to build up some momentum because I really think this is one of the futures of multiplayer role-playing games online. It's very much more to my taste than like WoW or League of Legends or Knights of the Old Republic. I like the open world sandbox. I like the isometric overall scheme of the game. And if you've been watching my streams either now, previously, maybe a little bit tomorrow during the day, you'll realize this is a really fun looking game, and it's barely an alpha. I mean, they're still alpha testing this month. They're about to end the alpha test open play Wednesday morning, about 10 o'clock Central Time. And that's because they extended it an extra 2 days. But as soon as it's over with, they're going to be working on implementing some more stuff for the launch of the next alpha test, which is supposed to be mid-June. So only a couple weeks away, probably, they'll be opening another alpha test. Now, this will be just for alpha testers and people who have an alpha testing key, although they may do another shared live weekend where they invite everybody to play to stress test it a little bit and give us a little sneak peek. But definitely every time you get a chance to sneak peek, either come in and play yourself or watch some of this. There's so many wonderful streamers online that have started playing this game, and I think that this is going to be one of the future games people are going into. Right now you only have humans to play, but there's going to be 2 or 3 other races. I know there's going to be some other worlds, other continents, other worlds. I'm not sure exactly all of that. I know that the next thing they're going to implement is player cities. Right now they recently implemented player housing, and I bought a house. I've decked it out. We're going to check that out. So I'm rambling. I'm never going to get off of here like this. I like to hear my own voice. Looks like somebody else popped in. Want to say hi to you. Glad you're here. Sorry you came so late. But I will be back tomorrow night for sure from 6 p.m. Central Standard Time till 8 p.m. at least, doing my RPG College, anything and everything about tabletop role-playing games once again. And then during the day, unscheduled, I will pop on maybe to play a little bit more Fractured before it goes away on Wednesday morning. Thank you so much. I'm signing off here. Remember, like, follow, and maybe eventually when I get affiliate, you can even subscribe. Remember, everybody has one free subscription through their Amazon Prime membership if you're an Amazon Prime member, and you can change it from month to month, and it doesn't cost you anything for that one membership. So you can spread that around to spread the love, and it will kind of pay off to some of your favorite streamers in small ways. So make sure to tell a streamer you appreciate what they do, and while you're at it, make sure to tell one of those essential workers out there you appreciate what they do. Thank you, and you have a wonderful night. I'm logging off now before I go on another diatribe. Good or bad, there's still diatribes, right? Good night. Happy gaming.